Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome to the doubt session of grade 10. And this is the problem of linear equation in two variables. I think 3x plus 2y is equal to minus 4 and 3x minus 2y plus 8 is equal to 0, and solve it graphically. See, whenever you need to solve using graph, so first you have to find the coordinates, right? Solutions of both the equations. So see, actually in order to draw a graph, 2 points are enough. Okay, so two solutions are enough to draw a line, straight line. But sometimes most of the students make mistake in finding the solutions. So it is better if you go for third equation. Okay, third solution. So if you have three solutions, if they fall on the same line, so if they are collinear, so that means your calculations are right. Otherwise 99% your calculations, you cannot say whether they are right or not. But if you are very good in calculations, 2 points are enough for that. But I still suggest you to go with three solutions. Okay. So now let us see. So what is the first equation? So 3x plus 2y equals minus 4. See, when finding the solutions, try to check whether there are any variables which is having coordinate as one, coefficient as 1. So here you doesn't have. So let us transpose anything, either 2x or 3y. Because 2 I kept it on left hand side because whenever you divide, you will get, for example, so when I transpose 3x, 2x is equal to minus 4 minus 3x. And that implies y equals minus 4 minus 3x divided by 2. So if the numerator is an even number, then you will get the value of y as whole number, integer. Understood or not? That is very important while finding the values. So now in order to get this as even number, minus 4, and if the next number is also even, so then you will get an even number. So therefore let us say if you take x is equal to 1, what will happen? It will become minus 3. Minus 4 and minus 7, it is minus 7. So minus 7 divided by 2, it comes in decimals. So therefore let us go with first x is equal to 0. Okay, when you take x is equal to 0, so what will happen? Y is equal to minus 4 minus 3 times 0 divided by 2. Okay, so that is equal to minus 4, and minus 3 into 0 is 0 divided by 2. So that means you got y is equal to minus 2. Okay, so what is the solution? X coordinate is 0 and y coordinate is minus 2. Do you understand? Now let us go for, if I go for x is equal to 1, what will happen? It will become an odd number. So therefore let me take x is equal to minus 1. Sorry, not minus 1, minus 2. Okay, if I take minus 2, what will happen? Y is equal to minus 4 minus 3 multiplied by minus 2 divided by 2. You have to be careful. Minus 4 minus into minus plus 3 times 2, 6 divided by 2. So that is equal to minus 4 plus 6 is 2 by 2, that equals 1. So what is the coordinate? So the coordinate is, x coordinate is minus 2 and y coordinate is 1. Okay. Now what happens? Now let us go for the next one. So x is equal to, let me take it as, if I take x is equal to 0, x is equal to 2. Let us take x is equal to 2. So if I take x is equal to 2, what happens? Y equals minus 4 minus 3 multiplied by 2 divided by 2. So that is equal to minus 4 minus 6 divided by 2. That is equal to minus 10 by 2. That equals minus 5. So what is the coordinate over here? 2 comma minus 5. Okay. So for the first equation you got three solutions. So let us go for second equation. So 3x minus 2y plus 8 is equal to 0. So I want to keep, so in the same way as here, I want to take it 2 on the any one side, so that the divisibility I can understand easily. समझ में आया? सब जनों को समझ में आया? Is it clear? तो -2y को राइट हैंड साइड ट्रांसपोज करो. So what happens? 3x plus 8 equals 2y. And now transpose to what will happen? 3x plus 8 divided by 2. So यहाँ पर भी उतना ही है. अगर आपको y का वैल्यू इंटीजर चाहिए, if you want to get y as an integer, so the numerator should be the even number. So in order to be even number, already you have an even number over here, so you have to add or subtract an even number. Understood or not? So this is the concept. Now let us take, for example, x is equal to 0. Let us take x is equal to 0. So if I take x is equal to 0, what happens? 3 into 0 plus 8 divided by 2 equals y. So that implies 3 into 0 is 0. 0 plus 8 is 8 by 2 equals y. That is equal to 4. So what is the coordinate I got? I got it as 0 comma 4. Now let me take x is equal to, it should be an even number, right? So 3x should become an even number. If I take 1, अगर 1 लेता तो क्या होता? 3 into 1 is 3. 3 plus 8 is 11. 11 by 2 is 5.5. So therefore ये even number होना चाहिए. तो इसका मतलब multiply with even number 3 into 2. Let us take x is equal to 2. So what happens? 3 into 2 plus 8 divided by 2 is equal to y. So that implies क्या होता? 3 into 2 6. 6 plus 8 14. 14 by 2 equals y. So that implies y is equal to 7. So what is the solution I got? X coordinate is 2 and y coordinate is 7. In the same way, let me take x is equal to minus 2. Okay. If I take x is equal to minus 2, what happens? 3 into minus 2 plus 8 divided by 2 equals y. That implies, so y is equal to, what happens? 3 into 2 minus 2 is minus 6. Minus 6 plus 8 by 2. That is equal to 2 by 2. So that is equal to 1. So therefore what is the coordinate I got? Minus 2 comma 1. So is it clear? So this is the actual main step. So drawing graph is very easy. But the only thing is you have to get this solutions perfectly. Okay. Now let me explain you. See, if you have 1 as a coefficient of any variable, you keep it on left hand side and transpose everything, it will be very easy. But the problem comes when you do not have coefficient as 1. So you have to be clever enough. Make sure that you keep on left hand side the even number. So that will be easy for you. Okay. So now let me write for the first equation what are the solutions. Let me write now. You understood, right? Copy it. See, listening this will not work out. See, after listening this, try to do it by yourself. Otherwise, you cannot repeat it in an examination. So try to do it. Understood, my dear students? So pause it here and then do it and check your answers. Now let me write at one place, so that I can draw a graph. So for the first equation, what are the solutions I got? This is x and this is y. So x is 0 and y is minus 2. And for next one, minus 2 and 1. And x coordinate is 2 and y coordinate is minus 5. Understood, my dear students? So let me write it for the second equation also. So for the second equation, I don't have place, otherwise I would have written it neatly one below the other. So for second equation, what is the solution? When x is equal to 0, y is 4, and x is equal to 2, y is 7, and the third one is x is minus 2 and y is 1. Okay, so now let me rub the remaining part of the board and let me draw a graph. See, since I am not doing it on graph paper, so I may get little bit curve, okay, but try to understand. This is the horizontal is always x-axis, and make sure whenever you are finding the coordinates, make sure that you get smaller values for x, okay, and also for y, because usually whenever you take graph sheet you will take it in a portrait mode, right? So you will have more y axis. So y axis, if you get a bigger values also, it's not a problem. So x axis, what is the maximum? 2, and here also 2, so it's not at all a problem. You have 1, 2 and 3, and with the same minus 1, minus 2, minus. Okay. Now what is y? You have minus 5 and 7. So let us take this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. It's not good. You have to plan before. So anyway, let us see minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, and this is minus 5. Let us see the points now. 0, minus 2. So when x is 0, the point is minus 2. That means this is here. Next, minus 2 comma 1. X is minus 2 and y is 1. So it will be somewhere over here. Okay. So this one. And 2 comma minus 5. Where is 2? 2 is here. And where is minus 5? Minus 5 is way below. Okay, so let me take it over here. And when I join these 3 points, so it should be on a straight line. Okay. Let us hope it is a straight line. What is this? 3x plus 2y equals minus 4. Okay, this is the first equation I got. Now let us see the second one. 0 comma 4. 0 comma 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the point. And 2 comma 7. 2 comma 7. 2. And here is the point. After that minus 2 comma 1. Minus 2 is here and 1 is over here, right? So this is the point. Now you would have understood. Anyways, fine. So if you draw a straight line using scale, this will be the graph. Okay, and both of the lines are intersecting at this particular point. So therefore, what is the solution of these 2 points? X is equal to minus 2 and y is equal to how much? 1. Understood? See, minus 2 comma 1. See, here itself you can understand minus 2 comma 1, minus 2 comma 1. Got it? So now what he asked, write the coordinates of the point, write the coordinates of the triangle formed by these 2 lines and x-axis. See, I don't know whether it is coming over here, but I think if you draw a graph, let us say if it is intersecting over here, so it will be minus 1 comma 0, and this one is minus 3 comma 0, and this one is minus 2 comma 1. So these are the vertices. So what are the vertices? What are the vertices? Minus 2 comma 1 and minus 1 comma 0, and after that minus 3 comma 0. Okay. one more thing he asked. Suppose, for example, I'll add one more question in this. What are the vertices of the triangle formed with y-axis? So this is with x-axis, okay? And so vertices formed with y-axis, vertices of the triangle. So let us see what is the first one. This is the triangle, right? Minus 2 comma 1. Okay, fine, sir. Next, what is the vertex over here? It is x is minus x is 0 and y is minus 3. 0 comma minus 3. And what is the other one? Since the point is on y-axis, it is 0 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 0 comma 4. Understood now? These are the y-axis. Suppose now one more. How to find area of triangle formed with y-axis and these two lines. So which is the triangle? This is the triangle, right? So let me take the side on the axis as base. So base is equal to how many units? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So base is equal to 6 units. And how will you take height? Height, you will take it as perpendicular distance from this point to the base. So how much is that? X coordinate of this 1 and 2. So it is 2 units. So therefore, area of triangle is equal to half into base into height. So that is equal to half into, what is base? 6 into 2. So 2 and 2 gets cancelled. That is equal to 6 square units. Understood? I hope you understood the problem. If you still have doubt, let me know in the comments. Inshallah, I'll explain you. Okay? Take care. Bye.